What's up, guys? Justin Morgan here, Carved Up Vegan Muscle, and today I want to talk to you about the subject of counting calories. And is it something that's necessary? Is it something you should do? And this is just my opinion, of course. Some of it's the science, facts on the matter, but most of it's my opinion. And one, I want to say that there are some really easy ways to count calories these days. It's not something. They may not be 100% accurate, but it really gives you something like a perspective, something, a general idea, something really close. My personal favorite that I use is Cronometer. MyFitnessPal is another one that works pretty well. But the big question, though, is it necessary? Is it something that you should do? And I'm of the opinion that it's not necessary, but that doesn't mean that it's not something that's really beneficial. If you go on a plant-based diet and you want to lose weight, generally what's going to happen is that you're going to decrease your calories. You're not going to be able to continue eating the same amount of calories on a whole foods plant-based diet. The fiber, the food content is just going to be too much for you to maintain the same caloric intake that you were taking in with the oils and the sugars and things like that. The amount of food that you would have to eat to maintain the same caloric intake would be really, really large, and most people just don't have the stomach volume to do that. Now, if you're wanting to gain weight, then you're purposely going to have to eat more, and that's something that a lot of people might struggle with. So particularly in that instance, I would say that counting calories or tracking your caloric intake is a good idea. So what I usually do at night before I go to bed, or after I go to bed, I'll lay in bed and I'll just think about what I want to eat for breakfast, lunch, dinner. Do I want to have a snack in there somewhere? And I just kind of plug those in. I count my macros. I just put them into Cronometer, and I've posted videos before, like on what I eat videos and things like that. And I just kind of plug it in and just show you guys, I plug it into the thing and just kind of meal by meal, whatever it is that I want to eat. And when I wake up in the mornings, usually I have to leave, and I kind of already have my meals planned out that way, so it's easy to prepare. I do a lot of things in the rice maker, a lot of things that don't require a lot of preparation, and so that makes it really easy to do. Now, is it necessary to track your calories to do that? No, you could just eat more and you'll get results. If you want to gain weight, eat more. If you're not eating enough, or if you're not gaining weight and that is your goal, then you're not eating enough. I see lots of people say, I eat a ton of food, but I'm not gaining any weight. What's the deal? Well, you're still not eating enough. I'm sorry to tell you, that's just a reality. If you're not gaining weight, then you need more. If 4,000 calories, if you're on that and you go for a month and you haven't gained a pound, then that's just not enough. You need to eat more than that. So that's just kind of the way it is. Same is true if you're trying to lose weight. I don't recommend that people usually go 10% above or 10% below their caloric needs. So if you're on a 3,000 calorie a day diet, or that's what it takes for you to maintain your current weight, then I wouldn't really recommend that you go more than 300 or so calories above that, so up to 3,300. If you're trying to lose weight, I wouldn't recommend you go too far below 2,700 calories per day. It's the progress that you see in either direction is going to become kind of limited. You're probably going to lose more muscle by going more than 10% below that number than you probably will want to if your goal is to be a strong athletic person. If you're trying to gain weight, and you go too much more above than 10% above, then you're probably going to put on more fat than you would like to. And I'm not a big fan of putting on fat, so I try to adhere to that. There's been some times in this past summer, particularly, where I disregarded that and went ahead and went way above that for one reason or another, trying to keep up with training in multiple facets and doing different things that kind of prompted me to disregard that and go well above. But right now I'm still making pretty good results, just recompositioning, keeping my calories exactly the same, right about 4,000, which is what it takes for me to maintain my weight, and just continuing to get stronger and slowly gain muscle and hopefully lose some fat along the way, and just keeping my weight the same. So that's kind of my preferred way to do it. I'm a little heavier right now. I'm up right around like 212, 213, 214 marker when I wake up in the morning after having peed. That's probably a little heavier than what I would personally like to be. I'd like to be closer down towards the 200 marker so that I could compete easily in the 198 weight class for powerlifting and the 200-pound weight class for strongman. But you know, I'm just not really wanting to make the effort right now to lose all that weight to get down there. So I'm not really planning on making any huge investments into getting back to that at the moment. I'm happy with the way I look, happy with the way that my training's going, so I'm just going to keep on going on with this and see where it takes me. So got lots of plans for competing in the future, but in terms of calories, getting back on subject, that is just some of my opinions, some of my thoughts. Is it necessary? Probably not. Is it an objective, useful tool that may help you reach your goals? Absolutely it is. So you guys take it easy, and I will talk to you soon.